Hey everyone, my name is Cedric Harding, and I'm going to do the 2024 version of enrolling a client for Assure for Life and also setting up a referral agent. So I'm going to do this by the book and go through the whole process. And here we go. I'm going to share my screen here. The first thing that you need to do is to log in with your phone number. So I'm going to do mine, and you'll get my phone number if you if you need to reach me. Let's see, 30471. All right, and then what's going to happen? You'll put your cell phone number in. It's going to send you a code. So right now, I'm checking my phone for the code. All right, it's going to send it within milliseconds, and here I am. All right, so the first code, and it's never going to be the same, but it will send the code to your phone and also the email that you registered with. So you got two ways to get in here. And matter of fact, I typed it in wrong because I'm realize I'm the worst at multitasking. All right. So we are currently in here. First thing we're going to do is go here to contracts. All right. But what you'll see here before we get started with that is going to basically show your independent. If you have a consultant, you're going to put their name and their email here and send the link only when they have purchased a plan. So with that being said, I want to go to contracts, new contract, and then we're going to go right here. Now, I'm not going to step into the part of teaching you about Assure for Life because you can watch that on another video. We're just going to get into the plan. So hear me when I say this. You have different options. This is 2024, so someone does not have to buy or purchase the first 3 months, but you want them to get the first 3 months of a plan in order to show how serious they are, to get the bonuses and several other things, right? So a person can pay just the first month only in when it calls for it. But other than that, the goal is always to seal the plan where they have to pay the first 3 months plus a $30 fee. Also, you have to remember to pay attention to all of the new incentives that they have. So let me show you that real quick, and then we get started because I can't skip that. All right, so I'm going to click here to consultant resources. Remember that this box is right here. Go to consultant resources and don't pay attention to all the stuff that I got on my tab bar for those of you that got ADHD. All right, boom, it pops up right there, and it'll just take you to the site every time with a reminder, and it'll tell you about the current bonuses, but also if you're part of the organization that you're with, they'll be sending out information as needed for you. So let's get back to it. Here we go. So with that being said, the first thing that you're going to do, and I'm actually going to go through one and try to do this as fast as possible. So we're going to put up the actual plan holder. The plan holder must be 65 or younger, no older than that, between 18 to 65. Of course, a 2-year-old is not going to be a plan holder. So we're going to make them Cedric AFL. All right. And then we're gonna put a birthday in there for this person, Cedric AFL. They're gonna be a sexy 1980 baby. And we're gonna put an address in there. Let's I want to put this person in the Chicagoland area. All right. So they must be the plan holder must be in the United States of America. Okay, or Puerto Rico too as well, that U.S. territory. And then the next thing you want to do now, remember this: you put the address here and let it populate. Don't scroll down like I used to and go here because if you skip this top box and it doesn't, you don't let it populate, you won't be able to go any further. So you're going to do the home address. It'll populate and fill in right here. You can always put NA for the apartment if they stay in a home or whatever. Now, when these are filled out, you will see a checkbox majority of the time. Don't do what I did. I always tell this joke. I always ask the client, what's the nationality? And I was like, when I was asked, I was like, boom. And it caught me off guard because you don't hear that, but you would put United States or wherever that individual is from, right? So that person should be in the United States of America. You could just type U to get down and tab down. We're going to put an email here for Mr. Cedric, gmail.com. This is, of course, a fake email if you don't type it. Now make ensure this is important that you have the number and the email correct because the client will wants to assure for life on a business day once they approve the plan, which is going to be approved automatically, right? They're going to send the client an email, and also that is how they log in with their the correct phone number too as well. So that is the most important thing. I'm going to put a phone number here, making it up, of course. All right. You want to put it's either English or Spanish. And then you want to put an emergency contact. This goes for all plans, right? So emergency contact, just the next part, and explain to the client, hey, this is just if something happens to you, who can they call first? Okay, because this is going to be the only uh, contact that on the plan that has an actual phone number. So we're gonna put Cedric, mom, and put an address, phone number too as well. Make something up. Don't make it up. I'm doing this for training purposes. Sometimes the person may say, I don't know the address. So sometimes, most of the time, I put the same address as the plan holder. Okay. This one does not need to populate, but you can just type that in. Just make sure you put the city too as well. And now when you get to this and in the future, you want to make sure you hit the drop down. So if it's going to populate, make sure you get that and you see that I have check boxes across the board. I can hit save and continue. It's just going to save the information in case you have to come back to it. I'll go to next. And here's where it gets, and you get into the nitty gritty. So don't just tell the person that it's going to be $70 or $85, which is the max. You can have up to 8 people on a plan. Okay. So you see up at the top right of the screen, it has 1 of 8. Now this is going to be a family plan 7, and if you add a additional person, I believe it's just about 25 extra dollars, right? Also, I'm going to jump ahead and tell you this. What if a person they get a plan for 7 and then they have 5 more people? Now, what do I do now? You can actually do another plan for that individual. You'll put them on the plan and put in the let's make it even crazier. Let's say they want to pay for 2 plans, right? So what you'll do is on that plan you will put go to 8 people, and in the remarks of that additional remarks you'll see later, it'll just say you'll just write Cedric. Let's say it was me. Cedric is covered on plan number, whatever that plan number is that I had the first one. And then guess what? That they will, when they charge it, then they'll see that it was only 7 people. So that's how you can get multiple plans under one person. All right, so now back to what I want to show you. So you have a monthly fee of $30 because we're only doing one person, and I chose Illinois, right? So based on the state, special state rates and regular states, it's going to populate the price right there. So we were in Florida, which is a special state, it will be $25. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the process and show you how to add another member. You'll click right here. and we'll go through the same process of adding members. And I want to show you something. Let me let me let me show you something like Fire Marshal Bill. Say we're going to go Cedric. Um, um, we're going to go Cedric test 2. You have to put the relationship. We're going to put the parent. Now, remember, you can have 2 parents on here, 2 parents, grandparents, or mom and dad, 2 people over 65. Sometimes, if they're let's say that someone is parents have went home, they've had their home going, and now you have a step parent or somebody that's raised you, then you'll just put them as a parent, right? Or sometimes anybody else that doesn't have a relation, that's the one you'll do the others, right? So remember, you want to put that person as a parent if they're over 65. It should be a parent, okay? All right, so we're gonna put the parent, we're gonna put somebody that's over Cedric number 2 that's over 65. I'll make up a date, see if I can get it right. 1959. I'm gonna do 1958. All right. Now, if you put two once you get over a certain age, then you'll see the prices change. So I'm gonna go to that. It's the same thing. Chicago, nationality. I'm gonna type U, want to scroll down, United States. Boom, put that in there. Man, Cedric, I got more people. I want to add another member. And now you see that it has went from $30 to $85, right? So for the sake of time, what I'm going to do, because we're already at 80, once you go over a certain age or a certain number of members, the price will change. And you can also remove a member. Number, and you see right here, because we have one person that's over 80 65, it went to $85. So let me go back and do this. I'm like, oh man, I made a mistake. And this is really important that you I have had several people tell me, hey Cedric, I don't even know my mama's birthday. Right. And sometimes you just have to tell them to ask their parent for their driver's license, because after a certain period of time, even the adults forget their birthday, right? It's the elderly, they forget their birthday. So and as you see, if remember, it covers up to age 80. So if you go over that, then it will definitely tell you. All right. So 1993, I changed something here. 05 1993. There we go. All right. Boom. So I put 2 people on a plan, right? 2 people on a plan, but under 65. Look at the price now. It's just $50, right? For 2 people. But now check this out. I want to go add a member. And you have to get in here and play with it so you can. I'm telling you, but you'll get a chance to see it. We're going to add Cedric number 3. Test 3. And we're gonna just keep this and this person 1993, we're gonna change that. They can't be younger than me and be my daddy. So this is I'm not cracking a joke here. All right, we're gonna put brother, and I'm just gonna put daughter here. And I'm gonna put make up a date. All right, we got a third member here, put in Chicago again. Now, let's say you had a special rate and one person is out of the special state. It's going to shoot up to $85 automatically, right? So if you get a special state, everybody has to be in that special state. All right. Now that we went over 2 people, it is now automatically whatever the highest price is for yours, for your plan, right? It's either $70 or $85. So here we go. I'm going to hit next. And now here you go. It's This is the 2024 version. So at this point, all it's going to do the calculations for you. And what we're going to choose, if only turn off the enrollment $30 fee if there is an incentive and you're told to that you can do it. If you choose to do that anyway, when it gets to Assure for Life, they're going to turn it back on. And just remember, there is a $30 enrollment fee one time. Now, you're going to select the number of months. You're going to start with 3. They're going to pay up the first 3 months, and then you're going to put that on monthly, right? 3 months, they pay up the first 3 months, all right? And then there's monthly, okay? Look over here to the right-hand side. Now it gives the calculation. I do this with the client on the screen too as well. It'll show that it's 255. It'll do the math for you. If you're not a math, don't have a calculator, it'll give you the enrollment fee and tell you the total price. Always check that to make sure that you didn't make a mistake. And then it'll tell you, hey, you're on a family plan and the total for the year is 1,050. And they'll tell the person what the next payment date is. They don't, today is the 10th of September of 2024, and they don't have to make another payment until December 10th, 2024. Now, let's go back to what I told you the first time. If this person just needs it, and this only, and you don't want to walk away, you can just put it on 1 month. And here's a warning. Please note that by selecting this option, you're not eligible for any monthly bonuses. And guess what? They're going to pay you as earned over 12 months. If you do 3 months or anything else, they'll pay you in a 6 month period up front. You'll get the advances and everything, right? But if you don't, you sacrifice all of that, but you are taking care of the family. So 1 and monthly, right? Now, a note to you, I will definitely, best business practice, I always put a note of, you can put any note that you want, right? But definitely the one about the family member is covered on X plan, right? Now the family will see these notes, so don't go typing anything crazy, anything on there, because the client will see that. And at this point, for training purposes, we're gonna put this person back to 3 months. They said yes, they got have the money, they're ready to go. You're doing this right there with them. Do not just send this to them and hope that they finish. 3 months, monthly, and now you verify that that is their this is the number for the client. This is their email, and here we go. We're going to send the payment link, and boom, you got sprinkles and all those other things. Okay. So with that being said, that's the end of this. What you'll do is you'll contact you'll contact that individual. You'll send them all the information. You'll contact that individual, let them know that they received the link. That link that was sent from Assure for Life is going to have a is going to have the link to Assure for Life and a password, and they're going to log into Assure for Life. That's the only portion that I can't do at this time because I am the consultant, and it's going to actually show you the information for the it's going to show them everything that you typed up, and the biggest thing they have to do is click in the top left hand corner to acknowledge that they don't have a brain tumor, dialysis, cancer, or terminal illness. They'll select those that they like the plan, they're happy with it. Then once they select the terms, they agree with the terms, they 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 sign. It's gonna be, that's the ugly part. They can either type their name or sign with their finger on their phone. Advise them to do it from a computer, but it can be done from their phone number. I'm sorry, their cell phone. They can do it on their cell phone, but it's very small. And at that time, as well, they will enter their payment information either with a uh card, debit card, credit card, or their bank information. So definitely, either one is good. If they pay with their debit card, that's just fine. They pay with either way is good. And then once you get back to it, definitely log back in. Let me see if I can do this. This is the last one. Give me 1 second. What you'll be able to see is you'll go back to contracts, and I would share my screen, but then I do have names of others, and then I don't want to put that on a public eye. But when you go back to where you did the contract, there's contract lists, and then you'll see the list of everyone of that person, and then what you'll do is you'll go from unsigned to subscribe. And that's how you know that they paid for the plan. Thanks. If you have any question, please reach out to me. I'll answer any questions. My name is Cedric Harding. You can use my number 224-407-4888. Thank you. Have a great day.